What's up guys, Draco here, and I'm not the biggest fan of beaches, because, yeah, I don't know. So, I don't know, I've been thinking, for some reason I've had a lot of conversation about beaches this week. I don't really know why, but yeah. Also last night I dreamt of playing Frisbee with a dog on the beach. There's not much to that story, it wasn't a very interesting dream. But yeah, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of beaches. You get covered in sand. To quote Anakin in, is it the second one, I think? I don't know, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but it's coarse and it's rough and it's irritating and it gets everywhere or something. And I agree with that, it does get everywhere. Sand's just kind of like annoying. And I know there are rocky beaches, like I live in the UK, there's mainly rocky beaches. But they're even worse, because it's just like, oh great, and I have a rock jabbing into me. And then also at the beach you have like the waters tend to be got like a bunch of plastic by the shore. There's so much like gunk. It's muddy. They're just not nice. I enjoy water. I enjoy swimming. But why wouldn't I just go to a swimming pool, which is just better? I mean, actually, I'm not like a huge beach hater. I'm if someone, if I have friends who are like, oh, let's go to the beach, I'm really excited. I'm like, okay, fine. But I'm just not a big fan of it. Beach volleyball is very fun, but I could also just play volleyball. Spike ball is very fun, but I could just play it on grass. All the really cool beach things, you can just do somewhere else better. Maybe not surfing, but I don't know, I just have never tried. I think I tried surfing once actually, but I don't know, I didn't succeed at least. Because I did it on a PGL thing, which is, anyway, I won't explain that. Because, yeah, I tried it once for a schoolish thing, and it went horribly, and I also didn't care that much about it, so I was like, who cares? Maybe if you love surfing, then sure, beaches are higher, but I'm just like, it is what it is. Yeah. Sand in general is also just, annoying. Yeah, that's the other thing, rocky beaches, you can't play, spike ball, beach volleyball, anything on it, because, you can't just run around on it. Also, sandcastles. They're fun. I'm not very good at them, but, yeah. I haven't been to a beach in a while, to be fair. Maybe my opinion would change if I went back, but, I don't know. Sand is very useful. It's used in glass. It's used for other stuff. Sand's great, but, I'm not a glass maker. So I'm like, not my problem. Yeah, but beach volleyball seems very fun. I'm not good at volleyball, but I enjoy it. I've not played it much, but I have played it a couple times and enjoyed when I have. I'd love to get into it, but I feel like I mentioned this on, I think, the guitar episode, where it's quite hard to get into a new skill at this point in my life. So yeah, who knows? Maybe sometime I'll try and join a beginner volleyball club team, not team, but club thing. Who knows? That's a problem for future me. And my specialty is leaving stuff to the last minute. I put the pro in procrastination. But yeah, I don't know. I love the ocean and stuff. I would happily go swimming in far into the middle of the sea or something. That's fine. It's just near this when you're right by a beach, just got a bunch of plastic and it's hard to swim there. Rock pools are great though. That's another thing. That's another way to get sand off of you, by the way. Life hack. If there's a rock pool, go and put socks and shoes back on at the rock pool and use the rocks to get the sand off your feet and stuff. Because here's the thing, it's really hard to get sand off of you when everything around you is covered in sand. When you're at a beach, you're like, oh, let me wipe the sand off of me using, oh great, everything's covered in sand, I can't use anything. If you're at a rock pool, there's probably less sand on it, so you can do that. Genius. Yeah. Yeah, no, I like the water's cold, but I'm fine with cold water. But yeah, so yeah, I think beaches are like pretty chilled out. Overall, I think I just don't like them. I'm not like a huge hater and be like, oh, they're horrible. Also, seashells are very cool. She sells seashells on the seashore, but the price of these shells will fall because there's not supply and demand. I don't know that rap, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, I think seashells are cool, but also don't sell seashells on the seashore. You have to stock them up, make people think they want them, really, really want them. If you ain't got a seashell, you ain't cool or something. Most people probably know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I don't know. I'm a big fan of like water. I'm just not a big fan of being covered in sand. Also, seagulls just like kind of eat your food, and you're like, oh, that's annoying. Like water, like sea life is amazing. I love looking at fish. Fish are so cool. But like, you also don't see that when you're swimming right by the beach. The most you see is like maybe a crab. Crabs are awesome as well, by the way. But like, you even don't see crabs that often. But yeah, crabs are very cool. It's kind of like the spiders of the sea, and I like spiders. I like most animals. So an animal I don't like? Not really. Animals are pretty chill. Like, I don't know, I've never been like insulted by an animal, unlike humans. So like, yeah, animals are great. Never insult me. Like, bro, crabs have like, how many legs do they have? Like 8 hands and never once tried to punch me in the face. That's why crabs are my go. Same with spiders. Spiders also have 8 hands and have never once tried to punch me. Spiders are awesome. Also, I feel like this necklace I'm wearing is kind of giving surfer vibes. Like, I feel like I could wear this and be like, yo, I'm hip. I don't know what slang surfers use. What did I say? Like, yeah, gnarly, dude. Yeah, I don't fit surfer vibes. I don't know what I fit. I think I fit like middle-aged, overworked, like tired worker who's just working their night shift and trying to go home at like Woolworths or something. Do they have Woolworths in many countries? Do we even have Woolworths here? I don't know why I chose Woolworths as an example. I think that's an Australian thing. But yeah, yeah, I think like Australia seems like such a cool country, but I don't like the heat. I don't like the beach. I'm like, it's a really cool country conceptually, but I'm like, I would just die because I hate the heat. The beach is the main thing, and I'm just like not that big into that. I think that's another thing. In a lot of places like Australia, people will be like, oh yeah, let's go to the beach in the middle of the day. And it's like, no, that's the worst time to go. If you go like in the morning, then sure, it won't be as hot. But like, I feel like that also in a lot of countries, people are like, oh, let's go to the beach in the middle of the day or something. It's like, that's the worst time to go. Go in like the morning. Go until like 11ish when it's like started to get really hot, and then you can leave, and then you can do other stuff. So yeah, I think maybe, I don't know if it's I dislike beaches or it's just I dislike how people do beaches. Like, I would go to a beach if a bunch of my friends really wanted to, but like, I'm just not a big fan of them. But yeah, sand just isn't the best. Water's fun, but there's better places to do that. Games you can do there's better places to do that. There's just like, the beach is like kind of meh, and there's so many better things to just do everything you want out of the beach. Well, everything I want out of the beach. I don't want surfing. You guys might want surfing, in which case, fair enough, go to a beach. Also, like, I'm not going to dictate your lives. If you love beaches, I'm not going to be like, you're an idiot, and I'm like, live your life, bro. So yeah, thanks for watching. I still haven't thought of an outro. Life's a beach.